Hello and welcome to Training Tuesday, where we go through weekly tips and tricks to make your career just a little bit more awesome. Now, this week we are talking about growth and some of the fears that come along with it. Having any sort of big change in your life is an exciting time, and yet it's so common that it's also kind of a scary time. Personally, I started working with a new coach recently to help up-level my business, and as pumped as I was to start working with her, right before our first call, I felt a little bit of the nerves in my stomach, thinking to myself, deep down, oh my gosh, what is this gonna mean? How is this gonna change things, right? The unknown starts to feel a little scary. I see this all the time with clients because a lot of them haven't worked with coaches before, and it's a really common feeling. So know you're not alone. So if you have some sort of big change, whether it's in your career or your life, that you're in the process of making, and even though you're excited, you feel a little scared, know that you're not alone. Know that there's things you can do for it too. So I have 2 tips for you today. First and foremost, consider what you're most committed to. So normally what happens with people in these things is they decide that they're committed to making whatever this change is, and then the fears start to sneak in. Consider whether I'm really committed to this thing that I say I want to do, or I'm committed to protecting myself from this unknown fear. Because these are normally the what ifs and the things that are not necessarily a real risk, yet something that you're worried about happening. So consider what you're truly committed to, and if you really are committed to making that change, my tip number 2 for you is to attach yourself to something bigger than you. So what I mean by that is make sure you have a support system that isn't just you willpowering your way to the solution. This is why I work with coaches, and a lot of people need that kind of external accountability and someone they have to report back their homework to. You can start a group with your friends if you're all job hunting, where you meet up each week and you share who's made your application, who's submitted however many applications, but make sure you have some skin in the game too. So whether you're paying for something or you have a bet with your friends where someone has to donate an amount that's enough that's gonna kind of bum them out to a political cause that they vehemently, do not believe, if they don't do those things they said they're gonna do, that's an option too, right? But either way, make sure you have some sort of accountability that's bigger than you. Because so often I see people try and use willpower alone, and you can, but why would you, right? This is why people hire personal trainers. It makes it a little bit easier to keep yourself on track than trying to do it all yourself. So if you're considering making some sort of big change, or you're in a point of growth and you're feeling a little scared, remember what you're committed to, and if that's really the change you want to make, and if so, attach yourself to some sort of accountability bigger than you. Don't just try and push your way through it and use willpower alone. It's going to make it harder than it needs to be. Okay, so try those tips on for size. And if you're based in Denver, I'm hosting 2 different events that I'm going to be speaking at this Thursday, so I'll be sure to post the links below too. So shout with any questions and try those tips on for size, but in the meantime, happy working.